All right, so with the Dokkan community meetup, along with the producer's letters that was released on the very same day, we got confirmation on the next two Extreme Z Awakening slash Super Extreme Z Awakening, which is this base form STR Broly, who released at the same time as the Texan Shenron. You know, it makes a lot of sense that this guy would get an EZA. And then the Super EZA for STR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Now, I find this very interesting, honestly. This STR Broly getting a Super EZA before the physical one, it makes me wonder what they're saving the physical Super EZA for. I guess, you know, this STR Broly Super EZA is gonna be a better choice right now. I just think that there is, you know, a lot of enemies that would be, like, there's a lot of fights that have multiple enemies, and this guy does have an AoE. This guy does get a lot of buffs against pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans. Could be really good in the I'm gonna say Gohan. The Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fight that exists right now. This character is more of a long event character. I feel like the team right now, like the movie bosses team in general, it seems like it would be better in longer fights, but there's definitely a way you could go ahead and use these kind of characters in the shorter fights right now. Especially with the Golden Frieza active skill covering turn 1 and turn 2 potentially. I think that could be really good. But yeah, so it is interesting that they chose this guy first, but hey, I'm here for it. He will actually link better with the new Fury Broly that's releasing. Now, in terms of when these guys will EZA, I don't really expect their Extreme Z Awakenings for... I mean, I don't expect them this week. I think next week right here, like the 15th through the 19th, is when the general time frame of when they should EZA, you know, or at least officially releasing game. This week, we know that there's going to be a maintenance on the 10th. On the 10th, we should get the new stages for the actual red zones that are coming out. And then I believe on the 11/12th, we will actually see the official release of Fury Broly in game. Then again, like maybe the 16th, 17th is when we'll see like these characters get their awakenings, right? So that's really important. And yeah, we definitely love to see that they're adding more and more to this team. I mean, movie bosses right now still definitely needs a lot of help. And you know, it is movie bosses slash movie heroes, but they're definitely leaning towards the movie bosses side here with the celebration. I do like that quite a bit. So again, LR Golden Frieza, the let's go Gogeta, the LR Golden Frieza EZA, we have fewer Broly than these two added. That's 5 options already. You could probably get away with 1 or 2 of the Janambas. That's okay as well. Broly Chainline level is an option. Then again, you know, you could also dive into the movie hero side. You have the Tech LR Gods, you have the new Vegeta, you have even AGL Pycon, AGL Gogeta. Like, there's extra options you could throw here just like as an additional help to the team. I think that this team is gonna hopefully shape up to be really good, especially once these two are released and we have the Part 2 LR. Like, things are gonna be looking quite nice for the team overall. It's just gonna be a bunch of really powerful characters that they may not synergize the absolute best together, but I think they'll work well enough to make a very sustainable team. And it's like, people are worried about, you know, big bad bosses and link with STR Cooler. I don't think STR Cooler's EZA is coming anymore. I would just put that out of my mind, honestly, at this point. It seems like they're moving forward with a non-big bad bosses variant of this team, which is perfectly fine with me. Instead of just squeezing STR Cooler into this team that they're building up, I would only want an STR Cooler if, like, the Part 2 LR was like more so a big bad boss's character, honestly, still. And you know, STR Cooler will still work well with the Frieza whenever he releases in the future, but I think mega ideally this guy would be on a Wicked Bloodline team. I just think it would have been fine if he EZA'd right now. I think he would have still been a really good character, but this guy is an EZA I didn't expect that we could see, and he is a damage dealer character that could fill that role. So again, ask Joe what you would like to see through EZA, Super EZA passives. I didn't actually make a concept for this character, but again, I think he's going to be really good in the current content we have right now. He will always launch an additional super attack. He has multiplicative stats. I think that, unfortunately, the only thing about this is that this is not going to include Goku Black and Zamasu unless they add Kamehameha to this. I think what they could do is they could potentially add the Kamehameha category to this That would be huge if they do end up adding that, or maybe they might add movie heroes, I guess could be an option. But Goku Black and Zamasu are on the Kamehameha category, both sides of the card, because again, they're the same card, right? It's the tag Goku Black and Zamasu that they use. That would allow that Broly to be good in this fight. If, like, let's say against a Kamehameha enemy, again, just showing here Zamasu is on the Kamehameha category, imagine Broly gets like extra key and additional super attack against those enemies as well, and he does like multiple AoEs. That could be really interesting and like a potential team build to just wipe Goku Black out instantly, or still just like take Zamasu out but also do damage to Goku Black at the same time, right? It could be, I would say it's like a double-edged sword. You buff Goku Black, but you're still gonna be able to overall do kind of take out Goku Black quicker at the same time, right? And against a Goku's family enemy, super effective and guaranteed to hit. Maybe this could be if there's a Goku's family enemy, or if the entire rotation is extreme class, something like that could also work, right? I think that'd be fine, right? Broly is a character that they like to push him closer to extreme class teams, even though he's kind of working with Saiyans at the end of the day. Super attack effects won't change, but at least he does have the attack and defense raise for the turn already, and with the AoE, that's going to be pretty nice right now. So yeah, overall, he does link pretty nicely with Wrathful Broly as well. I forget which link Wrathful Broly does lose, but at the very minimum, they'll still share 5 links, even if he loses one of these and gets a legendary power. That's going to be really nice. But the Golden Frieza doesn't really link too well, but that's okay. It's not really the biggest deal. You could always use Tac Broly. Tac Broly is another good option for this team as well, and they again link very well. Tac Broly is actually still very usable. And of course, this STR Broly links well too. So you got a lot of these. Like, I think the team overall will link nicely together. Like, you could have the Golden Friezas floating, and then kind of like the Broly rotations potentially could be really nice. This guy, I mean, they're just gonna have to completely change what he does. They did the same thing for Tex and Shenron. They very, very much just changed so much of what this guy does. They took, well, kind of, right? He still wants the 7 ores, but they just kind of took all this and then just put it in his base kit right here. And then they gave him extra abilities with the key spheres. Just do the same thing. Just make this STR Broly just like this guy. Like, just bring all of these into basic effects and then give him like actual modern abilities when he gets the multiple key spheres. Give him Rainbow Orb Changing, because Texan does already create Rainbow Orb Changing prior to this, but if they make this guy a Rainbow Orb Changer for like the movie boss's team, I think that'd be really nice. We did get that Vegeta, but I would think it would be really cool to get another Rainbow Orb Changer that could potentially also be very relevant right now. Again, it would allow us to enable like Broly, Chinlan, Lembo on the team. Broly, Chinlan, Lembo provides damage reduction 10% to the entire team. Like, that could be really good. They usually also give Super Easy some sort of support passive. Like, I know that it kind of maybe wouldn't make sense for Broly to get some sort of support rather than being a full offensive character, but again, Goten and Trunks got support as well, and they're like, kind of like an offense. It was only crit damage support, of course, but if we take a look here, they do give all allies chance to perform a critical hit plus 10% right here and right here. So even if Broly just gives crit chance support, or if they wanted to be really insane, imagine like a damage reduction support to movie bosses. 6% damage reduction to movie bosses characters when this guy's on rotation. Something like that could be really impactful, especially for the new Golden Frieza. I would say for the Fury Broly, that could also just still be helpful in general, especially turn 1, right? I think it could be pretty good. But yeah, again, I asked Twitter here, so we're gonna take a look at some of the replies and see what people are saying. There's probably some ideas that I'm not thinking of. That's why I like seeing it. So, okay, here are 2 concepts right away. So, Super Easy Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, 30% reduction, 250% attack and defense key 5 additional super, 100% attack and defense when attacking, then another 50% at 18 key, and another 50% at 24 key. So, guarantee crit, and then, so basically, with this concept, if you're at 24 key, which I think will be pretty common with this guy, honestly, like, I feel like with the links he has and with how the team is not really key hungry, this should be fine for Broly to hit this. He will have 2 additional super attacks guaranteed, and a high chance additional super right here. Then, if all allies in rotation are movie bosses or exploding rage. Ooh, this is actually better than what I was saying, actually. Okay. Key 5, guard, attacks guaranteed to hit. Then all allies 50% attack and defense for 2 turns, and all allies chance per critical hit. No. Sorry, all allies 50% attack and defense, then for 2 turns, 20% critical hit chance. Then interrupts the attacked enemy up to once within a turn when attacking with H no more key. Honestly, I'd be very satisfied with this EZA. Could be a little weak against AoEs, but besides that, I think, you know, at the end of the day, they're not going to make every character perfect against AoEs anyways. I think that this character, this would be a really good super EZA. This would be a really good super EZA. The guard plus 30% reduction. He gets so many stats on supers with all these additional super attacks. Like, this is like what I want to see. Like, again, damage is what's missing on the movie bosses team. Pure Broly will help out, but getting this guy on top of that, this would be a perfect EZA, because he also just is supporting and giving critical hit chance. Like, this is like actually ideal. Like, if I would make a concept, I don't even know if I would make one that's better than this. This is kind of just hitting everything I want. I mean, I don't obviously think they'll give damage reduction support. The only way that this would be better is to give like 6% damage reduction support. But like, that's really it. This is a W, honestly. I think obviously, like, the new banner unit Vegeta wouldn't fit this, but who cares really? Like, it doesn't matter too much. I'm a fan of that Broly design right there. So then this S tier Broly here, 40% attack and defense to movie bosses, exploding rage, rainbow orb changing, high chance to dodge, high chance to crit. So okay, when attacking, it just gets a bunch of stats here. Damage reduction. When attacking with 4 more key spheres, another 20% dodge, 20% reduction. So you're in total giving him what, 60% damage reduction after attacking, and then he has a baseline 50% chance to dodge, but then he gets another 20% after attacking there. If target enemy's HP is 80% or less when attacking, another 10% here. Then after delivering the final blow, he gets another 10% damage reduction. I'm not really a fan of this being locked behind it, but I don't think it's going to be too necessary. So what's 20, 20, 20. So that's a total of 60% reduction, 70% with the final blow. And then again, this is not uncommon. The target enemies 80% or less when attacking. That will give this guy so 80% chance to dodge. Honestly, like with the damage reduction, this should be fine. I think this is a good concept too. I like these concepts. You did a good job. This is kind of, well, like if I saw these as official EZAs, I would be very satisfied with this. I think this is pretty good. Let's see here. So Broly gets a multiplicative stats, orb changing, easy orb conditions, and a little attack stack and the super attack effect. So this is just like the normal S tier Broly. Legendary Super Saiyan, probably something similar to Wrathful, except he have permanent damage reduction and healing. I mean, I could see healing because of the barrier. Like, I could see, like, what if this guy has like a 1 turn like mega damage reduction? Like, you enter the turn under 50% HP, and this guy gets like 80% damage reduction or something crazy, and it's like kind of to symbolize like his barrier in the lava. Or like once only when we're, or like within the turn once only when receiving a super, he gets like a ton of damage reduction, and it's like, okay, you Goku Black Zamasu Lock me someone actually doesn't matter. I think that could be cool. Like, because he this is like the only Broly that kind of symbolizes like the lava, like the barrier he uses to escape the lava. I think maybe if they add some sort of like fail-safe mechanic, I could kind of see that, but also just in his kit, he's definitely, again, damage dealer god, so that's something to kind of keep in mind there. Let's keep taking a look down here. Honestly, you can't imagine S tier Broly as a utility card. You can only imagine him as a help for long-term events, so multiple attacks and stacking. You mean just the normal S tier Broly? I mean, they could give him stacking. I think that's fine too. You can't imagine him as a utility card. I mean, or I could use a banner unit. It doesn't. I don't think it necessarily matters too much. As for S tier Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, all you can imagine is the same numbers turn 1. I could say like off the rip, no build up needed. I think would make a lot of sense to me personally. Probably some really good damage. Frieza's team needs it. Outside of that, solid defenses and support, but all of Frieza's team right now is very underpowered as attack. Yep, I definitely agree there. Minus 30% reduction for all non-movie bosses. Yeah, sure. As long as they don't give any orb changing or Q changing to Super Easy Broly, you're happy. Yeah, he doesn't really need that. I think they should go all in with offense with this guy. I think it would be perfect. I mean, he needs like to at least like live normals and some situations supers, like duh, like bare minimum. But more of an offense focus is what I mean. Not like glass cannon. Make Broly as good as Shinra and Sub Easy, I agree. 500% attack and super. I mean, unironically, yeah. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like 300% attack, 200% defense are returned, then 500% attack when attacking. Why not? Like, okay. Make STR base Broly just text in 2.0. LR Broly, though, make him have a damage machine with moderate defenses since you have 2 Frieza's taunt or Gogeta's insane defensive support. Yeah, again, yeah. I'm gonna keep pointing back to that support ability, but like, or that one concept, I think this is just like perfect. This would be actually like perfect. I'm gonna keep, it's a really good concept, I feel like. 264% support for every 3 turns, every time the player exhales. Yeah, surely. Orb changing, movie bosses has almost no orb changers on the Gogeta side for Golden Frieza plus Gogeta benefits. Yeah, like the STR Broly orb changing would be nice. Because the base Vegeta can kind of he could be a little silly sometimes, right? Make the T-War defensive orb changer can go in any slot. That'd be cool. LR top 3 offensively in the team cooks. Yeah, like again, imagine again, let's like take a look at the movie bosses team, right? Let's say, is this guy an exploding rage, by the way? No, he's not. That's actually kind of funny. The Space Broly is not an exploding rage, but like, so we have Golden Frieza plus Gogeta, LR Golden Frieza, and then let's say STR Broly is like this, Ajo Fury Broly, and then this STR base from Broly, like what if he's like Tech Sin, where turn 1 he can slot 1 if you need him to, or you can kind of just move around, orb changing, supporting, then maybe again Broly Trio, or Tech LR Gods, or Tech Broly. I think that team might be cooking. Like that team sounds like it would cook to me, honestly. Again, yeah, we kind of seeing the same similar things here. Movie bosses support like the other STR Super Easy Broly, who gives support with Rainbow Key. Oh yeah, like the original STR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, you mean. This guy did get a Super Easy last year. Where is STR Broly? Well, actually, he should be up here. There he is. Because he does give tons of support here. I mean, just like, I guess they could maybe do that, I guess. I'd be fine, but just movie bosses support, yeah. The new Broly seems fine already. Wants him to give a little support, defense, or giving damage reduction or attack buffs. And none of these, at least they should be able to eat all attack properly to give link buffs. I mean, the new Broly is good. I just think that he's not going to completely carry the team. Like, Frieza doesn't completely carry a team by himself. We need multiple of those options, so. Super Easy LR Broly, make him a defensive god, make him give 5% damage reduction to every movie boss ally, 90% damage reduction guard with 1 mil defense, but his attack will stay hardly changed. I think this is the opposite. I would go with the opposite, because this team doesn't need defense. We have 2 Frieza active skills. We have to Gogeta support. Fury Broly turn 3 is going to be pretty good defensively. Like start of turn, all of his defense will be activated. He gets active skill defense. We have LR Golden Frieza. Like, I think we're good on defense for this team. We need damage on this team to actually push. Like, we can have all the defense we want, but like a lot of these characters are like, oh, we're going to be really strong defensively for the first, second, third turn maybe, but then after that things will kind of falter off, and you know, our Golden Frieza will start losing its passive. We already used Frieza's taunt skill, things like that, where it's like it would be nice to get this like turn 1, bam, Zamasu's dead, out of here. Bye, Zamasu! Like, turn 1, that's what we want. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta level? Yes! Give this guy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta damage. That would be awesome. Like, his 18 key just does like a 80 mil, no, not even 80 mil, like, just 18 key, turn 1, just like 100 mil plus attack step. And then he just, like, demolishes Zamasu. Yes, yes, that's what we need this guy to do that. For the first 3 turns, an extra 300% attack or something. Yeah, that would be amazing. But that's my take. Anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully, again, these two are really good. I'm excited. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.